Are you one of those people who always has something to say, who talks non-stop and often regrets what was said? If so, know that you are not alone. Excessive talking can be a common problem that affects many people and can bring negative consequences to both personal and professional life. But don't worry, don't despair. In this video, we will give you valuable tips to learn how to control your speech and communicate in a more assertive way. So stay tuned and don't miss it. Do you find yourself constantly speaking, always having something to say, and sometimes regretting the words that come out of your mouth? If so, know that you're not alone. The problem of excessive talking is common and can have negative consequences in both your personal and professional life. But don't worry, there's hope. In this video, we'll give you valuable tips to learn how to control your speech and communicate more assertively. So, stay tuned and don't miss out. If you're someone who talks a lot, you've probably been told countless times to control yourself and speak less. But have you ever thought about the problems this characteristic can cause for others? It's important to understand that excessive talking can cause many problems for others. Sometimes, we can get so caught up in our own thoughts and ideas that we forget to give others space to speak and be heard. Talking too much can be irritating for those around you, and it's common for people to distance themselves or avoid conversations with those who don't know how to listen. Moreover, excessive talking can hinder the understanding of a message, as the listener may get lost in unnecessary information. In the workplace, this characteristic can become an even bigger problem. A person who talks too much can disrupt productivity and communication, making them a problem for the team. Imagine an important meeting where everyone needs to express their ideas, but one person monopolizes the conversation and doesn't give others a chance to speak up. This can certainly cause conflicts and harm the final outcome of the work. Excessive talking can be particularly harmful where efficient communication is essential for the success of a team or project. When someone talks too much, they can end up monopolizing the conversation and preventing others from contributing their ideas and perspectives. It is essential at work that you listen and respect your colleagues' opinions. Remember that collaboration is essential for the success of a project, and you cannot do everything alone. Therefore, be open to new ideas and suggestions, and learn to work as a team. That's why it's important that we learn to control ourselves and listen more. Listening attentively to others' ideas and perspectives is fundamental to the success of any team or project. It is necessary to give space for everyone to express themselves and contribute efficiently. But the problem is not limited to the work environment alone. In personal life, a lack of control over one's speech can negatively affect relationships with friends, family, and romantic partners. When we talk incessantly, we can end up irritating those around us and even pushing away those we love the most. In addition to the problems already mentioned that excessive talking can generate, we still have to deal with another serious problem: indiscretion and gossip. Unfortunately, those who talk too much can end up revealing information that should not be disclosed or commenting on others' lives in a malicious way. This can cause serious conflicts in any environment, whether at work, school, or even in a group of friends. No one likes to have their privacy invaded or be the target of malicious comments, and this attitude can cause a great deal of damage in anyone's life. It is important to remember that gossip and indiscretion are irresponsible and immature attitudes that only cause problems and push people away. We must always keep in mind respect and empathy for others, and control ourselves not to end up talking too much and compromising others' privacy and reputation. That's why it is essential that we know how to control our speech and become more responsible and mature people. We must always keep in mind that our words have great power and that we must use them wisely and respectfully. In this way, we will be able to build healthier and more productive relationships, both personally and professionally. Therefore, if you are someone who talks a lot, it is important that you start to control yourself and listen more. Learn to recognize the right time to speak and the importance of letting others express themselves. Remember that a conversation is an exchange of ideas, not a monologue where only one person speaks. An important tip is to pay attention to the body language of the people around you. It is essential to notice if they are comfortable and interested in what we are saying or if they are feeling uncomfortable and uninterested. If we notice that people are showing signs of discomfort or disinterest, we need to have the humility to slow down our speech or change the subject. It is very important to respect the time and attention of others and not impose our speech on them. Furthermore, it is essential to avoid interrupting people or talking over them. This can show a lack of respect and consideration and harm communication and interpersonal relationships. We should always remember that a conversation is an exchange of information and ideas, and that all people involved have the right to express themselves and be heard. Therefore, my friend, remember to pay attention to the body language of the people around you, respect their time and attention, and avoid interruptions and talking over them. With these attitudes, you will be able to communicate better, build healthier and more productive relationships, and become a more respectful and empathetic person. In summary, talking too much can bring many problems, both for the person who talks and for those around them. Therefore, if you are someone who talks a lot, it is important that you start to pay more attention to what others have to say and respect the space and time of each person. This way, you will be seen as a more balanced and trustworthy person, both in your personal and professional life. Check out these 10 tips that can help you. Pay attention to the body language of people around you. Respect the time and attention of others. Avoid interrupting and talking over people. Know how to listen and allow others to express themselves. Try to speak in an objective and clear manner, without prolonging the conversation too much. Think before you speak and organize your ideas. Identify situations where you tend to talk too much and try to avoid them or prepare better for them. Practice empathy and try to put yourself in other people's shoes. Learn how to ask questions and stimulate conversation with others. Seek help from a professional if you feel that your difficulty in controlling your speech is affecting your personal or professional life. Remember that talking too much can harm your communication and interpersonal relationships, and it's important to find ways to improve. With these tips, you can learn how to communicate better, respect others, and build healthier and more productive relationships. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the tips for controlling your speech and improving your communication. If you know someone who talks too much and could benefit from these tips, share the video with them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this and stay up to date with all the news. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.